Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a figure for a character that, let's be completely honest, everybody hates. Everybody disliked this character. I legit not met a single person that liked him in the movie. His design's pretty cool, I'll give him that, but that's pretty much as far as I'll give him character-wise. But the figure's just okay. How is he though personally? Well, let's go ahead and dive a deeper look into him. And so, starting off here with the box of Sentinel Prime, as you can see, we have a lovely artwork of his robot mode, his jet mode, Transformers Studio Series TF1 Sentinel Prime. He transforms in 17 steps. On the side of the box, we have that beautiful artwork once again with Sentinel Prime, Transformers Studio Series TF1. On this side of the box, the artwork kind of continues from the front, so as you can see, it just kind of blends in further with the Autobot logo, and he is a Voyager class. On the top, TF1 Sentinel Prime, and on the back of the box, you do have the obligatory product shot with his robot mode, his Battleizer mode, his vehicle mode, Sentinel Prime from the movie, and a bio which reads, Sentinel Prime is the leader of Icon City and fights to save Cybertron from the Quintessons. Yeah, sure. And with all that out of the way, here we are with this Transformers Studio Series Sentinel Prime from TF1, and honestly, he looks fantastic. He's a great looking figure. Voyager scaling is a little off for this guy, and I'll show you guys when we get to the comparison, but as you can see, he looks fantastic. And of course, the wings are a little bit off compared to what we saw in the actual movie, but if I remember correctly, this guy was actually based off concept art, so they obviously went with a more accurate version at that time, which also might be why he has a jet mode. Now, for articulation, you do get a swivel at the head. The head can move up that far, and it can't really look down that far. The arms can go almost all the way around, but you do have to move the wings back. On that note, the wings do have hinge joints. Arm moves out, swivel here, bend at the elbow. No wrist swivel, unfortunately, but you do actually get a waist swivel, which is uncompromised, which I really like that. The leg can kick up that far. The leg can kick back that far, but this wing piece does have to move. Legs can move out about that far. You get a swivel here. There's a somewhat tight 90-degree angle bend at the knee. The toe can move down, and you do get a excellent pivot. So overall, the posability for this guy is genuinely pretty impressive considering how limited he is. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. On my copy, the shoulders are a little loose, and that becomes somewhat clear when we bring in his accessory, which is his shield. And there is a slot here on the bottom which can go on either arm. I just put it on this arm personally. But sometimes, as you can see, he struggles a bit to hold the weight of the shield, which is really unfortunate. Like, it's something that I don't know if every copy has this. Let me know in the comment section down below if your copy also has this problem. But considering what there is also with the Battleizer mode, it just isn't really that great. Which, speaking of which, let's get into that.
Sang, you hear replay, we overplayed, now it's not the same. You broke my heart, ripped out my spark, went off the charts.
And here we are with the Battleizer mode, which, I'm not gonna lie, it looks great. It looks very accurate to the movie, which I do appreciate, but he's somewhat difficult to pose, and that is because of the fact that the heels and the feet now have these thrusters in the back, so it becomes somewhat hard to keep him posed, like, kept like up on his feet, mainly because of the back pivot here, which I will admit does get really annoying when I'm trying to pose this guy around. Like, it genuinely gets kind of irritating, and it's also why I don't really have him in this position or even in this sort of Battleizer mode. So let's go and put it back in his robot mode, like so. And this is honestly my preferred, just because of how much easier it is to work with this guy, because like I said, the Battleizer mode is very difficult to work with. But what about his scale? Well, let's go ahead and get into that. Here he is next to my previous review, the APC Toys Dark Master, aka Megatron. Here he is next to the 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. Here he is next to the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime, so you can see how he scales next to a considered to be a Voyager class, or like a normalized scaling. Here he is next to the Deluxe Class TF1 Optimus Prime and Megatron, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the scaling is a little awkward because he's supposed to be a Voyager class, but he's around the same scale as Optimus and Megatron, so it's a little strange. And finally, here we are with the primes that are released so far, in case you guys wanted to see how these guys scale, in case they want to get a bit of revenge, which we'll leave that for another time. Let's just get straight into the transformation.
You say you love me, but where was the love from the jump? It's not hard enough. Yeah, I cannot cross your name off. You crossed me and changed who I was. Tell me, when's that same love? Like, said that it changed up. We call that fake love. Guess I'm the only one I trust. Forgot what your name was, but you know I'm Jacob. Guess I'll awaken up. Hit me with the truth. I'm not in the mood. I'm already used to people like you. Think I caught a groove. Call me Austin Moon. It's not me, it's you. It's deja vu. I tried to.
And here we have the jet mode, and for this not being in the movie, I kind of wish it was. This is honestly a really nice looking jet mode. All the detailing just really pops on this figure, and it's super simple yet super semi-complicated in the detailing. As you can see, he's got a bit of like interesting detailing, and I love the way they did the cockpit. It just works super well, and the way they incorporated the shield onto the top just works. But if you don't like that, you can of course just go ahead and take it off, and even without it, looks fantastic. Looks like a really good jet mode. Just don't look at the bottom. And with that, guys, that going marks the end of my close look at Sentinel Prime from Transformers 1. So now let's go to my overall thoughts, and I'll let you guys know what I think of this figure. And so, what are my thoughts on him? Well, pros, he's very faithful to the movie, which is what Studio Series obviously tries to do. His accessories are pretty cool with the shield, although I wish he came with the dual wielding blade. I think that would have been a much cooler accessory to have. The Battleizer mode does look pretty solid, and the transformation is very fun, leading to an amazing looking jet mode. The cons, however, the shoulders are way too loose. He can barely hold any of his accessories. The Battleizer, at the sacrifice of looking really good, it can't really stand that well unless you actually have a stand for him. And the figure just overall, I feel like it's very lackluster. So if I had to give this an overall rating from 1 to 10, I would have to give this a solid 7 out of 10. It's a good figure, and I think the shoulder problem might just be my copy. Let me know in the comment section down below if yours has this problem. But overall, I mean, he's not a bad figure. I just feel like that there's a couple of issues that they could have fixed, but that's just me. But with that, guys, that goes marks the end of the video. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. This is Optimus endorsing Thundermus Prime. It's prime time.